This week we find ourselves back in Kanab, Utah to pick up a really important piece of mail. Okay, what's in this envelope, hopefully, is what we've been waiting in Kanab, Utah for 2 weeks. Dave has an emergency dentist appointment.
So what's going on is I have a tooth somewhere on the bottom side middle that if I chew on anything with it, it's like, I don't know, immense pain.
I explore some sand caves.
That's cool.
We both catch a really bad cold, find an epic boondocking location, and get chased out by some snow. Yep, it's been one of those weeks. Rudel and I are going to walk up to the sand caves. You might hear some traffic noise. The trail does run right along the highway. And Dave's going to sit this one out. He hasn't been feeling too well. I'll let him tell you what's been going on.
I'm going to the dentist. I haven't been there in at least 8 years. So what's going on is I have a tooth somewhere on the bottom side middle that if I chew on anything with it, it's like, I don't know, immense pain. So I've learned not to chew on that side of the mouth. But recently, I've been tasting a really bad taste in my mouth, and it seems like it's coming from that tooth. So it's at the point now where I think I have to go see the dentist.
Because if it gets infected, you're going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Hopefully we can find out what's going on.
And how do you feel about the dentist?
That's why I don't go. It's just I've had so many bad experiences at the dentist in my life. I've got several, like 5 or 6 root canals, several crowns. It seems like I've had very painful experiences at the dentist, and I'm just not looking forward to going in.
Well, I'm glad you're going in because it can be dangerous to your health if that tooth gets infected.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming it is infected and that's why it's draining, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. We're going to find out.
So I'm sorry that you have to go to the dentist, but I'm glad that you're going.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
So we are here right after lunch. And they're not quite open yet. And this is his nervous pacing walk. That was fast.
Best dentist visit ever.
Ever?
So they really didn't find anything. They x-rayed all my teeth and they said they looked good, except for a couple teeth were inflamed. So they got me on some antibiotics, and they did find some cracks and they sealed them up. I don't know if this fixes whatever has been causing me pain for 2 years. I should have went earlier.
Well, that's good.
So we just got to go pick up some antibiotics from the pharmacy, and we're out of here. We don't have no return trip.
Wow.
I was so nervous, like my eyes twitching, I feel funny. And it wasn't bad. Nothing hurt.
So he had the best dentist appointment he's ever had, which I'm really happy for him. He liked the staff and the doctor, and my gosh, the price was just incredible. It turns out he had a cracked tooth and a possible infection starting. So he's on antibiotics. We caught it really early, so it could have been bad, it could have been ugly. So thankfully that will do the trick and he will be on the mend. And we can continue our journey. I tell you, 2025 has been throwing some curveballs our way. Look at this beautiful red landscape, minus the power lines. Okay, let's get to these caves before the sun goes down. Almost looks like a ladder you could climb up. If you were a good climber. Come on, buddy. All right, Rudel, let's keep going. Is this the route to take right here? No, that's not for me. Rudel's got 4-wheel drive. Mom's gonna take the 2-wheel drive version. Boy, you definitely would not want to do this if it was icy or snowy. We made it. Wow. That's cool. Wow. The breeze is blowing through here. Look at the wall. Oh, that's amazing. That is so cool. You going in there, buddy? Come back, Riddle. There you go. How cool is it that Riddle and I have this entire cave to ourselves? These man-made caves are the result of sand harvesting. The fine-grained sand in this area was ideal for glass production in the 1970s. Although the mining was very short-lived, the caves are still cool to explore. The wind just coming through the holes. Big draft right through one side and out the other. Okay, that was amazing. It's a short hike with a big payoff. The only downside is it's close to the road, so you hear traffic, but amazing hike. Only one little sketchy spot where you have to climb up the sandstone, but they gave you a rope. Thoroughly enjoying our trip to Kanab. Always do. You ready to go home? You ready to go back? Hi, good boy. Okay, let's go see Dad. Come on. You lead the way. This hike kind of reminds me of the wave. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up here. We won 3 tickets to the wave because it's a lottery system. They only allow so many people a day. Dave graciously stayed back with the dogs, and we got to have this amazing journey to the wave. And this red sandstone and the caves kind of remind me of that. Dad was calling Rudel. He went running to him. Home, sweet home. He's looking at the sagebrush, which means he's thinking about going for it. Is it worth trying to get up there?
Yeah, it's worth trying. We're gonna have to work to level. It's not very level up there, but it is right on the edge of a pretty cool canyon.
Okay.
I think we can make it work.
Okay.
We are 18 miles east of Kanab, Utah, along Highway 89. And from Highway 89, we went about 2.4 miles north on a dirt road, and then followed a 2-track road to a remote location. Now, we found this spot on iOverlander, and then we looked at Google Maps just to kind of see what it looked like from the air. Did not look like this was going to be on the edge of a canyon. So super shocked, happy about it. We got a few pine trees here, mostly juniper. There's rocks to be hunted. I've already been finding some petrified wood. Just a really cool location. And we needed a place just to settle down. I feel like we've been going non-stop for the last 3 weeks. And we just haven't had much time just to really settle down and do the thing that we like to do the most, and that is free camping here on public lands. And this is BLM land with 14 days stay limit, dispersed camping here. I think I like us to stay at least 7 days. We've got roads to explore, rocks to hunt. Rudel's super happy. This is a great location. And this is the view right from the front of our van. Yeah, that's pretty cool. when you look at this clearing from above, either on Google Maps or the drone, it looks flat. But once you get up here, there's some leveling to be done. Carrie did a great job. She's always in charge of the leveling. She just tells me when to drive forward and when to drive backwards. And we're up on some big rocks. We've been using our levelers pretty much as ramps. Hi, Rudel. Yeah, you happy? You're a happy dog. And then we ramped up on these flat sandstone rocks that we found, which are abundant here, and got both sides of this side of the van up. And we have the front up, tilted up just a little bit. That's the way Carrie likes it, so she doesn't feel like she's gonna fall out of bed. But ended up leveling out just right. And there's room for more people up here, but you're definitely gonna have a leveling challenge. And the road goes on, follows up this rim, but it's a little too much for our van. Have to definitely have some clearance to make it. And you'll notice that it's mostly dirt. I mean, there's a little bit of rock mixed in, but mostly dirt. You would not want to be up here in a rainstorm. The road itself is all red dirt, and that's just probably going to turn to mud. So we'll keep an eye on the weather, do a little exploring, and relax. Enjoy the outdoors. And this is a warm February day, 74 degrees and sunshine. I'm pretty excited about it, I will admit.
Brutal. It's a car. 2.4 miles away. It's okay. They can be on the road. Thank you. You silly dog. You silly dog. It's all right. You can see the van right there. But I've come out to watch the sunrise. Just a short distance from the van. Dave has named this Pine Tree Point. But you guys will get a kick out of this. I have to show you something. He has marked a spot where he says I should stop and not go any further. What do you think? Of course we're going to the edge. Look at that sunrise. There is something about the red rocks of Utah. They just glow. Sunrise and sunset. Look at that beautiful valley down below. I can just imagine a large herd of buffalo running down through there. Amazing spot. This is our home, the $1 Million View. At least for the next week.
This is one of the pieces of, or a couple pieces of petrified wood that I found here. And it's one of the largest ones that I've ever found that's not in a known protected area. I'm gonna leave it here because obviously we have no room for it in the van, and room is precious. But if you come up here, keep your eyes out. That is a nice chunk. Yeah. What do you think, Rudel? Want me to throw that log for you? That stick for you? He's like, that's a rock, Dad. Yeah, it's a rock. Well, we're not playing ball with Rudel here because obviously we're on the edge of that steep cliff, and that's just asking for something bad to happen. But Rudel actually seems okay with it so far. I can take him down the road and play some ball in a more safe area. Yeah, I've got my bench in the shade. I'm just gonna have a seat and relax for a little bit. And we've got pretty much no plans, so it's nice to have no plans when you can just sit down, relax, not worry about having to do anything. Catch up on a little rest.
Rudel, Dad's not gonna like you sitting there. You're too close to the edge. I don't like you sitting there. Why don't you come back here? Hey, come back here. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. You all right back there?
Coughing up the lung, that's all.
We're quite the pair.
What are you doing up there?
Painting ladybugs.
What are you making weird sounds for?
What kind of weird sounds?
Are you patting down a brush or something?
Oh, I was cleaning out my paintbrush in water.
What are you going to do with the ladybugs?
Robert wanted ladybugs.
You send him a box of ladybugs?
Yeah. This is my introduction back into painting. Something fairly easy. May not be the best ladybugs I've ever done. It's a good sick activity though. we have been here a week, and I'm afraid we probably didn't do a very good job of showing you the area because we've been pretty darn sick.
Yeah.
We have had a very bad congestion, cough, just nasal thing for about a week.
Yeah, it's been relentless. So
Yeah.
we pretty much just chilled and quarantined ourselves out of town here.
Yeah. So we're starting to feel better. We still could stay another 2 or 3 days here. We have enough food and water where we could stretch it.
Yep.
But something else is pushing us out. And if I could give you one piece of advice about boondocking, it would be, it's 2 things, but it's really 1 thing. It's watch the weather and always be observant of the road when you come into a location.
Yeah, so the road that we came in, so I think as I said earlier, we're 2.4 miles in, but the road was literally all dirt. And the dirt here in Utah, when it gets wet, usually it's pretty slick. And the other thing I watch for is ruts, because if you don't see any ruts, that means, well, maybe the road could be okay.
It's hard pack.
It's hard pack, but the problem with ruts is, you know, that when it gets wet, it gets soft.
Yeah.
And then even for us just trying to get out, if there's already ruts in the road and it's wet, we're just going to slide right into those and we're going to get stuck.
And the road coming in was like this fine powdery dust.
Yeah.
Very smooth, very nice. But you know, as soon as that gets wet, it turns into a slick mud mess.
Yeah, so that kind of mud just fills up the tread in your tires and then you have no traction. So it's best for us just to get out before it snows tonight.
Yeah, there is reports of snow tonight. So we do not want to be 2.4 miles up a muddy road with forecasted snow.
Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, depending on the time of year and the forecast, we'll wait out the weather and wait till the road dries before we leave. But we notice there's rain in the forecast after the snow, so that there's a chance the road could stay muddy for a week. You know?
And we don't have provisions for a week.
Not another week, yeah.
So, okay, so we are going to leave this beautiful area. We're going to go to an RV park in town, get showers, get water, get some food, do all the things. And we have been waiting for mail. We have been waiting for mail for 2 weeks. And it should finally be here tomorrow. It's running late.
Yeah, so not only waiting for mail for 2 weeks, but we got here a week earlier than that. So we've been here in Kanab area for 3 weeks already.
Yeah. And the mail that we're waiting for is our brand new registration and tags. So we're currently driving on expired tags. I have a picture of them. It's all done. They did it for us. It's in the mail. It's on its way to us. It should be here tomorrow. Okay.
All right, let's head into town.
Let's get out of here. Okay, what's in this envelope, hopefully, is what we've been waiting in Kanab, Utah for 2 weeks. Now, if you've been on the road for any length of time, I have to say that getting your mail is a giant pain in the backside.
But what's not a pain is getting your registration tags without having to go back to your state. And
So what happened was this did not get put in the mail in time. So that was a week. And then they mailed it off. It went to Box Elder, to Rapid City, to Butte, Montana, to Billings, Montana, to Salt Lake City, to Pocatello, Idaho, to Las Vegas. And I was afraid that it was lost forever. Our registration and tags. I thought maybe we were gonna have to live in Kanab until it came.
Yeah.
Okay, this is our ticket out of the city.
Yep, we're finally leaving after, well,
3 weeks.
3 weeks, so.
Boondocking continues. Before we actually leave the area, there is a trail that we've been wanting to see. It's called Belly of the Dragon.
Yeah, we're only 17 miles away, so I think if we left this area, we'd probably regret not at least taking a look at it.
So we're gonna go see that, and then continue on afterwards.
Yep.
We cannot leave the area before we check out the Belly of the Dragon, another man-made sand cave. I can't tell you how many times we have driven past this.
I'd say 24 times.
And have not stopped to see it.
This is really neat.
What was this built for?
I don't know, maybe they were mining sand again.
And as we continue north, it's no surprise that we run into snow yet once again. And Stormtrooper is back in the shop.
There's our van. It's up in the air getting work done. Looks like there's 2 people on it. It's scary seeing it up in the air because that thing is almost 9,000 pounds. I don't like it.
Keep going. Keep going, buddy. We're going this way. Keep going. No, no, no zoomies. Oh, you're giving me a heart attack. No zoomies. No, no zoomies. Dad's gonna kick my butt for letting you off the leash. No zoomies. No zoomies. Okay, we're gonna go slow. We're going slow. We're going slow, buddy. Slow. Okay, we're going that way. Okay, come on.